Well, going live early, not waiting for this complete crap show to end, not watching the rest of that garbage. I mean, this is just, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 100 times, shame on me. Every time I think the Celtics have learned their lesson and they're ready to take that next step, I get crap like this. Get that game two loss against Miami in round one. That was just a fluke. That was just awful shooters having the night of their life from three. And what were you going to do? It was just dumb luck. Tonight, it was not the case. Tonight was just simply lack of effort, not too smart. And I hate to say it, but Derek White, he's the biggest reason why we lost this game. And it kills me to say that. I mean, you have to know when it's just not your night, especially from three-point land. And he just kept shooting and shooting and shooting. At some point, you have to try to score in other ways. And Derek White, surprisingly for a really smart, intelligent player, just never figured that out and just kept thinking he was going to go into Steph Curry mode. And, you just got to know when it's not your night and live to shoot the three another day. And he, unfortunately, was a big part of Cleveland getting that big lead. Tatum, got off to a great start and then just kind of disappeared. Brown, ant game from Brown. Drew Holiday, I expect more out of him. It's just a bad performance. But the ultimate factor to this was just the lack of defense. They show it in spurts. I just don't know why they can't do it like in game 3 of Miami in the first round. After they came off that loss, got embarrassed, went down to Miami, they just absolutely choked the life out of the Heat. They gave them no room whatsoever. And I just don't know why from that game on, it hasn't looked like that every single time. When you don't play every defensive possession like it's the last shot of the game in a tied game, it's just a lack of effort. It's the playoffs. You don't take possessions off defensively. You make the other team have to fight, scratch, and claw for every basket. And they did it in that first round in game 3 against Miami, and it was a thing of beauty. I just thought we would see that constantly from there on in. We did see it in game 5 against Miami. We didn't really see it last game. We just didn't. They still blew them out. Cleveland didn't shoot well. But, in tonight, I figured when we were down by double digits, we would start to see that lockdown, coverage every single possession, and it just never showed up. Guys still open for threes, not reading the screens right, not battling, giving up offensive rebounds to Tristan Thompson. Just gross. Get out of here with that. And again, they don't have any rim protectors, and we were scoring going to the basket. I don't know why we didn't just keep trying to do that when it's clear that nobody can shoot the three tonight. Just nobody. So I thought this team had learned lessons. Apparently they have not. Part of it is Mazzulla to blame. He should be drilling this into these guys constantly. But he clearly doesn't because he allows his team to just fall back on the bad habits. I just don't understand it. I don't know why they want to do everything the hard way. Now they're in a situation where they got to sweep Cleveland in Cleveland. That's not easy to do. Cleveland's been really good at home. They have been no pushover at home. They beat an Orlando team very easily with the exception of Game 7, which was a little tight. They're really good at home. This isn't Miami. They're talented. This isn't Miami with their fake crowd that doesn't show up until like halfway through the second quarter. They get a real home crowd advantage there. They're good at home. And now we're in a situation where if we don't win both games in Cleveland, this thing's going 6. Even if we only win one and lose one, we got to go 6 against these guys. Disaster. We should not be going 6 games against this team. I mean, maybe I should have went with my gut because they were the 5th biggest threat to me back in the fall. And then Matt, my son, the young bull, and others talked me out of it, said, nope, they're a joke. Trust me, we're going to breeze through this. And it looked like it in game 1. Maybe I should have stuck with my guns because I didn't think these guys are going to be a pushover. They don't even have Jared Allen. And, now we're struggling with them in a 1-1 series. I get it. We don't have Porzingis. Well, he's not coming back this series. We shouldn't need him this series. So, shame on the Celtics. They just don't learn. At some point, I just hope they get it. I just don't know if they will. They just probably listen to all the media today that they're just going to basically moonwalk their way to the finals. No problem. And this is what we get. Pete, I love you. You're probably our most loyal fan, but you drive me insane, okay? Because the only time you chime in is when the Celtics lose. You don't even chime in when the Bruins do well. You are the negative reaper of death, okay? I dread every time I get a text message from you because it's usually bad news. It's usually something in Boston getting shit on. Oh, sorry, excuse my language. You kill me. You are just the grim reaper of negative news. Yes, you were right. Soft. The choking mentality came back tonight. And it is. It's painful. It doesn't look good. Every time I think they've turned the corner, taken that step, whatever cliche you want to throw out there and learn their lessons, they don't. They just don't. It's blatantly obvious that the 3 was not falling tonight. Instead of doing what savvy veteran teams do, which is, hey, they don't have any rim protectors. Let's just crash the net, keep driving to the net. And then when they overload to stop that, just pull up for easy short-range jumpers. Instead of doing that or trying to push the ball for fast breaks, nope, we're just going to keep chucking threes, even when we know it's just not happening and they're not falling. I mean, I don't know. But the defense thing really, really pisses me off because that's effort. We get out-rebounded. That pisses me off because that's just simply effort. But defense, oh my goodness. We just take defensive possessions off. And that's especially unforgivable when you're down by double digits trying to claw your way back in the game. I mean, it's really disappointing. This is some wide open 3-pointers from Mitchell and Garland and Strus. I mean, it's unforgivable. I mean, this is what we got to deal with apparently. I guess maybe the Celtics need Tatum and Brown and, they just need maybe even more seasoning. It doesn't mean they're not going to win it this year. I still am convinced they are going to win it this year. But I would just love to get to the point where we're like the Golden State Warriors in the middle of their dynasty, where they just know what they're doing. They just win off intelligence, talent, and they're just better than everyone else. But, we're just not there yet. Doesn't mean we're not going to get there. So I guess we just got to be more patient. And I don't know. Hope this stupid series now goes 5. An extra game we get to play. Extra game where we risk injury, fatigue, all that crap. It's just very frustrating. So, but anyway, well, I will see you guys Saturday for the pregame for the Celtics. And tomorrow, see you for the pregame for the Bruins. Man, 2 awful losses in a row. The old bull is going to be one cranky bastard tomorrow at work, that's for sure. So thanks for tuning in, people. And hopefully we have better results for you tomorrow. Take care.